It shouldn't come as much of a surprise that 2020 wasn't a great year to be selling a $1 million mansion. Luxury real estate markets the world over were already suffering from a slump even before the COVID-19 pandemic took its toll on the global economy. So this year our list of most expensive homes is more crowded with 9-digit offerings and repeat entries from 2019 than ever. Of course, that won't stop the prime real estate market from churning, even if more slowly. And if you're going to quarantine somewhere, you could do worse than one of the impressive properties below. Here, the 10 the most expensive homes currently on market around the world. Number 10. Stonewall Farm, Westchester County, New York, $100 million. This 740-acre property is one for the equestrian set. The owner, Calvin Klein co-founder Barry Schwartz, put 3 huge barns on the property. Altogether, there's room for 88 steeds, plus a racetrack and fenced paddocks. Your accommodations are just as spacious. The main residence is a massive 24,000 square foot building designed in the colonial style and that has one of the most impressive libraries we've seen, with 2 stories worth of books and a spiral staircase. Also on the property are a 60-foot pool, gardens and a butterfly house. But if you're a horse person, you'll most likely be saddling up and riding one of the property's many nature trails. Number 9. South Ocean Boulevard, Palm Beach, Florida, $110 million. When it comes to Palm Beach real estate, it doesn't get much ritzier than Billionaires Row. Real estate magnates like Ken Griffin have staked their claim to the picturesque strip of land, and Trump's Mar-a-Lago Club is just down the way. But even for the area, 1341 South Ocean Boulevard's $110 million price tag is a bit of an ask. Only one home in the neighborhood has ever gone for that much, an estate dubbed La Folia, which sold for $110 million last year. South Ocean has been on and off the market for a few years now despite its impressive specs, 28,400 square feet on 2 acres worth of land with 170 feet of waterfront. But who knows, the Italian-style manse could find a buyer yet. Number 8. Mar de Amor, Malibu, California, $115 million. Mar de Amor's name may be a bit corny. It translates to Sea of Love from Spanish, but pretty much everything else about it is carefully considered. Situated on 2.6 oceanside acres, it has a dramatic 2-story entry, plus a gym, a 20-seat theater and more. There's an infinity pool on the grounds, in addition to, obviously, access to the ocean and a tennis court and 8-car subterranean garage. One of the more jaw-dropping, contemporary homes in Malibu, it's a standout both for its spacious 10,600 square foot layout and its distinct architecture. Number 7. Palat Sitay, St. Peter, Barbados, $125 million. It's worth having an island home, or hell, a whole island, in your real estate portfolio for when you need some time away at the beach. Palat Sitay is the consummate home in that regard, at least. After all, the place is humongous at 75,000 square feet, and amenities like a 2,500 square foot fitness center, plus steam room and direct access to St. Peter Beach, make it feel like a private resort that only you have the key to. Built in 2015, it's yet to find a buyer that's game for such an hot beach getaway. Maybe a renewed interest in big, private estates in more remote areas will help it sell. Number 6. Palazzo di Amore, Beverly Hills, California, $129 million. One of the most expensive homes in the US at $195 million, Palazzo di Amore just can't seem to get any love from the real estate market. A certifiable mega mansion at 50,000 square feet, it's one of the most bonkers estates in the area, with a long list of amenities that includes a 10,000-bottle wine cellar, a 12,500 square foot, in-home entertainment complex with a bowling alley, theater and ballroom that has its own rotating dance floor. Outside there's a completely separate guest house, a swimming pool, another pool, this one's 128 feet long and is strictly a reflecting pool, a tennis court and gardens. Even for Beverly Hills, that's a pretty insane offering, one that requires a very particular buyer, which is probably why it's been on and off the market since 2014. Number 5. Green Gables, Woodside, California, $130 million. Green Gables' price tag, which, until this year, was kept under wraps, is a real doozy. It exceeds even our estimates of about $117 million from last year, instead leveraging its history and acreage to try and find a taker at $130 million. And there's certainly plenty of both. The home sits on 74 acres of land in Woodside, and the original home has remained since it was originally built back in 1911. Back then it was owned by banker Mortimer Fleischhacker, and it's been passed down in the family ever since. It's easy to see why they'd want to keep it around. The grounds are home to trails through the redwoods, oaks and eucalyptus. There's even a Michelin star pub that comes with the place. Number 4. Le Palais Venetian, France, $140 million. Venice may be sinking, but this mansion, which takes cues from the city's historic architecture, promises to be a much surer investment. Situated on nearly 6 acres, the 32,000-square-foot Cannes Palace overlooks the Mediterranean, with stately columns and arches reminiscent of those found along the Grand Canal. Outside is a walkway surrounded by shallow water and fountains on all sides, as well as a swimming pool with plenty of space to lounge nearby. And just like any good Italian estate, this one comes equipped with a pretty impressive wine cellar. Number 3. Jewel Pond Drive, Southampton, New York, $145 million. It wouldn't be a most expensive homes list without something from the Hamptons, and Jewel Pond is easily the priciest in the Tony neighborhood at $145 million. It's a title that the mansion has held for some time, too, as it's been on the market for 3 years now. A 42-acre estate, it has some of the best ocean frontage in the area, plus there's a pool, spa, tennis court and meditation garden. Originally commissioned by the Ford family of motor company fame, it was once the primary estate of a 235-acre package dubbed the Fortune. As for the 20,000-square-foot home itself, it's been renovated since those days, most notably in 2008, effectively restoring all of the mansion's original details. Number 2. Villa Firenze, Beverly Park, California, $160 million. A little Italy in the heart of Beverly Hills? Count us in. Villa Firenze is an incredible estate, conjuring up the feeling of an old Italian palazzo in an area otherwise plagued with contemporary spec homes. The former stomping ground of billionaire Stephen Udvar-Hazy, the 20,000-square-foot home sits on an enviable 9-acre land parcel, along with a spectacular driveway and an outdoor pool with statues and lounge areas surrounding. There's also 2 guest houses and a 30-car motor court, so you can host family and friends while still giving everyone plenty of space. For all its charm, though, Villa Firenze has been on the market for 3 years, only recently getting a small price chopped down from $165 million. Number 1. The One Bel Air, California, $500 million. Surprise, surprise, the One takes the top spot yet again. Is it complete yet? Nope. But it's getting close, which begs the question, will the One find a buyer? Frankly, who knows? The specs are certainly there, though. At 100,000 square feet, it's downright massive, with 20 bedrooms and 30 bathrooms. The primary suite alone is bigger than most New York City condos at 5,500 square feet. The amenities are just as lavish, with not 1 but 5 swimming pools, an in-house nightclub, a 6-lane bowling alley and more. They even tried to put a jellyfish room with aquariums surrounding you on all sides into the place. Turns out some things just aren't meant to be. It's a big bet for film producer turned mega mansion developer Niall Niami, who commissioned renowned Los Angeles architect Paul McLean to design the place 7 years ago.